So here's the thing about Eminem, man. Um, Eminem is a really skilled rapper. Always has been a very skilled rapper. Um, but he isn't one of the greats. Simple as that. He isn't one of the greats. And what I find is that he doesn't have fans. He's got cultists, you know. Because here's the thing: Jay Z fans of Jay Z, they would have said that, bruh, I think you lost to Nas. Ether was crazy. Doesn't make me less of a fan, but Jay Z fans would admit that, yeah, Nas got you, man. He got you. Jay Z fans would admit that Magna Carta, wasn't it? Nas fans would say your beat selection wasn't that great. I'm still a Nas fan. Beat selection is off. Nostradamus ain't it. You see, that's a fan, and that is a valuable fan because you want a fan who, because they love you so much and appreciate you, I know how good you can be, they'll say, bro, that's crap. You can do better. You can do better. That's crap. The fans you don't want are those that say anything you do is great, anything you do is amazing, and you can do no wrong. Those are the worst fans. Because if because that's not how art works. Sometimes you hit, sometimes you miss. And what you want are people who are honest towards you, where they can tell you that, bro, nah, that ain't it. Go back into the lab, you can do better. Wrong the direction. And this is what Eminem has suffered from. Eminem hasn't made a truly quality project since the Eminem show. He hasn't. Eminem hasn't really said anything in about a decade. Rap God was just a guy mumbling, just saying stuff. What were you saying? What were you teaching? What lessons were you putting across? What messages were you trying to put forth? Okay, you can rap fast. So can Twister. So can Pharaoh Monch. So can Tech Nine. you know, why is Tupac one of the greats? Because of what he said and the kinds of things that he was saying. Why is Nas so revered and why is Illmatic so revered? Because of the way in which he said things and the kinds of way he was rapping and how he pretty much revolutionized and changed the way that people rap. Hence why there is pre-Illmatic, post-Illmatic. You know? So like why is Jay-Z arguably the greatest rapper of all time? Because of his longevity. I'm not a Jay-Z fan, but you have to respect the guy's longevity and how he can give you a club record, a conscious record, a street record, a record for the ladies, and so forth. So, but the thing with Eminem, and like you just say something of respect Eminem and everything is, well, for Eminem just needs to accept this. Just accept things. You are loved. You've got a crazy, rabid fan base. Not everyone's gonna love you, and not everyone's gonna see you as a goat. Because as Snoop Dogg said, he respects Eminem. It's just not music that he would listen to. For me, I respect Eminem as a very skilled rapper. I don't think you're more skilled than Pharoah Monch. I don't think you're that much better than Royce the 5'9", you know? So I don't think you're that much better than Chino XL. Because I've listened to a lot of rap, and there are a lot of rappers out there. And all because you're white doesn't make you the greatest rapper. Because as Eminem said himself, if he was black, he would just be like another cannabis. So, because you're white, I should now praise you more. When if you said the same thing with the same skill level, but if you were black, you would just be another skilled rapper that we have many of. So, and the thing about it now right now is that see, I like to listen to music. Music that is not like that is warming to my ears. Eminem's music isn't nice to listen to. I don't enjoy it. It's not soothing to the ears. Like Royce the Five Nine's latest album. That is music. It is expertly crafted. It is musically crafted. And it's nice to listen to. Eminem's music isn't nice to listen to because you have a guy who is constantly trying to prove how amazing of a rapper is and how good he is at rhyming words. Okay, great. You can rhyme words. What are you saying? Make good music. You know, make good music that we can actually enjoy to listen to. Not just come on. Come on, bro. And at your age, you're pushing 50. Why are you insulting people? Why are you trying to get into beef with people? Why? Pushing 50. Come on, bro. Come on. So my thing with Eminem is look, you can support him and so forth, but I just think like for Eminem, that has been his downfall. His downfall has been his fan base. His fan base who didn't tell him that I don't know what that album that he did is it Resurrection or something where bro, nah, that ain't it. Nah, that ain't it. And that has been his downfall. The downfall has been he's just surrounded by yes men and people who are too afraid to say you're going in the wrong direction. Because those yes men around him are making a lot of money being around him. And what he has shown is he's very sensitive. He's very sensitive. So when someone says, I don't think he's that good, he'll just flip and take it as an attack because he's been so used to people saying, oh, he's amazing, he's great, he's great, he's great. But what rap really is about having thick skin where guys can say, no, the album was trash. Nas knew that he had bad beats. Nas knew that album with Kanye West didn't work. So he went back into the lab, he called up Hit Boy and produced arguably one of the best albums that he's ever released in King's Disease. You know, Jay-Z 444. So the whole respect Eminem thing, it just doesn't make sense. So for me, I'm like, look, I said again, he's a skilled rapper. Is he one of the best rappers of all time? I don't know. He's one of the most skilled because see, my thing about this is that see, if you're asking for white rappers, I prefer the Milkbone. You probably haven't heard of him, but I prefer him because the Milkbone is more my vibe. Because the Milkbone just has a bit more swag about him, and I just prefer the way he raps and what he says and just his vibe. I just don't like Eminem's vibe. And I was one of those guys who, and when Marshall Mathers LP came out, I never liked the album. The contents, disrespecting your mom, disrespecting your baby moms, and so forth, the homophobic stuff. I was like, sorry, this stuff is just not, it's just not for me. This isn't what rap is about. Rap is supposed to teach, educate, inform, be poetic, and be, thought-provoking. Illmatic, just Illmatic, arguably one of the greatest albums of all time. That is the gold standard for albums, is Illmatic. So for me, if you want to respect Eminem, cool, support him and so forth. But what I will say though is, you just supporting someone blindly and saying every single thing they do is amazing, every single thing that they do is incredible, and not being and not being able to objectively critique them is only going to harm them. Like that vid, subscribe.